Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. And today's video is going to be my review for the film Lightyear. This is a film I wasn't that excited for, but I decided to go ahead and watch it because, I'll be honest, I wasn't a fan of Tim Allen not coming back as Buzz. But with this not being Toy Story Buzz, technically sort of, I went ahead and just decided to watch it and kind of separate this from Toy Story. I wanted to watch this kind of as its own thing, and surprisingly, I really enjoyed this film. So basically, what this film is about: Buzz and his crew gets marooned on this planet, and they have to build a nascent colony, I think is how they say it, to conduct the repairs, to try to get back to where they came from. And Buzz has to test hyperspace fuel to get the right whatever to get back to where they're from. Now, the tests for him are only 4 minutes long, but he finds out after the first test that while it's 4 minutes for him, it's 4 years for everybody else. And they don't want him to continue doing it, but he chooses to keep going. So Buzz is played by Chris Evans. There's a character called Mo, who's played by Taika. And then you got Zurg is played. I wrote all this down so I can remember. Zurg is played by James Brolin, and then you got Izzy, played by Kiki Palmer.
It works, so it's not wanting to connect to the Xbox for some reason. Or I can use these.
Okay.
I'll just have a mic on that one.
Yeah, it'd be okay.
I
Just
don't
keep
use
it up.
anyway.
Keep it up over your head. You won't see the mic.
Yeah,
You
it
keep it
goes
up.
up so I can
You got Kiki Palmer, who plays Izzy, who is the granddaughter of basically Buzz's best friend. And then his best friend's character is Alicia Hawthorne. She is Izzy's, like I said, Izzy's grandmother. You do have Socks the cat, which he was my favorite part of the whole movie. I thought he was amazing. But as the years go along, as his testing goes along, you see Alicia get older and older, and you kind of knew it was going to happen. You knew eventually she was going to be gone, and she was, and that was sort of Pixar's heart-breaking moment. Came early, and to me, that's fine. It worked for me on this one. You know, this wasn't a film that needed that moment later on in the film.
And usually they do like this big build up to the heartfelt moment, and they sort of did it, and it was fast, but it worked.
It felt fast, and you kind of knew it was coming, but it still worked because you knew she wasn't going to be there with how they were showing her aging. Now, I know it is Alicia Hawthorne who has the lesbian romance in this.
It didn't really bother me though.
And I know that was sort of a big thing for people. But no, it didn't bother me.
It wasn't like, bam, you need to be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't like shoved down your throat.
No, I mean, it was just there. I mean,
Just sort of there.
I don't even know if I don't remember. Did they even show them a kiss or anything?
Yeah, they showed them.
Did they?
Yeah.
But, I mean, even then, it still didn't bother me. I mean, I would...
And it was a simple kiss. It wasn't even, like, inappropriate or nothing for a Disney movie.
Yeah, I mean, I would still let our daughter
Yeah.
daughter and son watch this, no problem. But, once he realizes she's gone, he wants to continue trying to complete the mission, but the new commander general has shut it down. He don't want to do it no more. They're just going to build a life there on this new planet and build this gigantic shield, laser shield thing dome around them to keep all the creatures out. So Buzz basically sneaks off, and jumps several years into the future, where
22 years.
Yeah, 22 years into the future, and he ends up teaming up with, like I said, Izzy, who is the granddaughter, and Mo, and then there's this older woman that he teams up with. It's like an ex.
On parole, apparently.
Yeah, that's on parole and doing it as her parole thing. They're all like, for us, you would think they'd be rookies, but they're like lower than rookies, which I don't know what's lower than a rookie, but they're technically not even a rookie because she says they wish they could be a rookie. So it was very interesting, which Buzz didn't know that at first. Until he finally.
You can tell though because they were not.
Yeah, they weren't great at all. They got lucky pretty much most of the time. But they start getting attacked by Zurg, and we find out that Zurg is after the hyperspace fuel thing that he made. And there's a reason for that, and the reason being Zurg in this movie, is actually played by.
What do you mean in this movie? Is he playing something?
Well, you got Zurg from the Toy Story series, which I think is a little bit different. But in this movie, it is actually an older version of Buzz.
From where we skipped so many years.
Yeah, and they kind of explain it. And I think it would have made sense. I think it can be confusing, possibly, but yeah, I mean, it's something you gotta think about. But
like a kid would not understand.
No, a kid wouldn't fully understand it. But I think it's definitely understandable. And he's trying to. Older Buzz is trying to complete the mission. But the younger Buzz we're following, has grown, has learned that it's not about completing the mission anymore, and he just needs to be happy with where he's at now. And so by the end, they defeat Zurg. There was probably. I don't know. There was like one post-credit scene that we saw. I thought there was another one, but I got tired of waiting around for it. So if Zurg may not be dead, I'm not sure. Like I said, I didn't stick around through the after credits to find out, or the post credits to find out. So, but I thought this movie was just a really solid film. Like I said, I didn't look at this as part of the Toy Story universe. I would definitely recommend it.
No, I didn't even think of it as that, really. The way everything was. It was, like, completely different.
It definitely feels like its own thing. Mm-hmm. The voice acting's fine. I mean...
Chris did good, but I definitely think they should have stuck with Tim Allen.
If you'd went with Tim Allen, you definitely would have got more of the Toy Story connection. Mm-hmm. And that might have been why they didn't want to go with it, just because...
Maybe just in case, so it wouldn't make it seem as off.
Yeah. So, I would definitely say give it a shot. For me, I had no issues with this. I thought the comedy worked on every level. Animation was nice. The heartbreaking moment was really good. The story itself was completely fine with me. I didn't have no issues with it. I gave this movie a 5 out of 5. It's going to be in my top of the year. I will be grabbing this when it comes out in next couple of months probably.
I will say that I usually hate Pixar, and the only movies that I really like from them is Monsters Inc. Both of them. But I know that I would probably rate this like a 4 out of 5. That's really high for me because usually with Pixar, I'm rating them like ones
That
because I
sounds about.
hate Pixar.
I would say that sounds about right because usually we're about a grade off, but with Pixar we're usually way more off than that.
Yeah.
So, but 5 out of 5 for me. I mean, I really enjoyed this a lot. Can't wait to pick it up. I will get it on 4K because even though I tried to separate it from Toy Story, I would still put it with my Toy Stories and my Toy
Because it's based off
Stories.
that character.
Yeah, and my Toy Stories are all on 4K, so might as
Sort of
well.
want to match it.
Yeah, I want to match it. Plus, I want the slip. So.
Oh my god. What's it look like? Do you know what it looks like?
I don't think there's like an official thing yet
Oh, it's
that
really
I saw.
exciting.
But yeah, definitely recommend checking it out. It's on Disney Plus as of today, August 3rd, and so check it out, see what you think. But that is everything for our review for Lightyear. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified for our videos, and we'll see you on the next one.